Hi, everyone, and welcome to Sunday Stretch with EmBODY WELL. I'm Tanya, and I am so happy you're here. I actually just came from a lovely walk, and I highly recommend if you are a weekly viewer of Sunday Stretch that you take advantage of it. Even if it's a little cold outside, get the blood pumping, and then you'll really be ready to get into the Sunday Stretch with us. So with that, let's go ahead and get started. We're just gonna go ahead and sometimes you just need to shake things out. So just shake the shoulders, the arms, and just almost channel that inner kid, right? And just let it go. Start to breathe deeply. That's the other thing I did on my walk, which was fantastic. Just kind of took some big deep breaths. All right. And then just kind of shaking out the hips, letting them go, releasing. And if you want to, you can even give one leg a little. And if you don't want to balance, you can just kind of flex and straighten the knee, other side. Sometimes it feels good to just shake things out, see how things are doing, where things are in your body. So just go ahead and shake it out. Get rid of some of that energy that we're going to kind of bring down. All right. Okay. Let's just go ahead and start with a little side to side with the head. Bringing the ear towards the shoulder. So with the head, we want to be gentle. So we're not going to shake it, but we're going to kind of just move side to side and feel it. And let just the music in your mind or the gradual rhythm of your breath be the music that you'll tune into. And let's go forward and back, chin down. Oh, that feels so good. Pull those shoulders back and down as you let the chin fall onto the chest. So again, with that neck area, we really want to be gentle. Keep breathing. Take the opportunity to breathe all the way into the belly. I like to close my eyes and just feel what's going on in your neck. Another place we might hold tension. Couple more. Again, not rushing it. And just seeing if we can go a little further each time, stretching, keeping it moving. And then raise the arms up. And you can go ahead and give them a little shake. And then push the air down as you push the shoulders down and relax in that shoulder girdle. Reach up again through center. Shake it out. And then push. Third time's a charm. Really push down in those shoulders especially. This is giving you an opportunity to get a lot of that tension out. You can even kind of move the torso a little bit. You know those those things that have all the air in them, and they put them up at the holidays too. You just want to kind of let everything go. Imitate that. I forget what they call them. All right, push the shoulders down and then lift them up. Feel the difference between down and up. Try to come straight up, not forward, not back, straight up and down. So a nice straight line that you're drawing with the shoulders from the side. Up, down, up, down. Now we are going to drop quickly. So up, drop. Up, drop. Up, drop. Up, drop. All right. Now let's go ahead and take the arms, nice shoulder rotation. I want you to actually rotate externally. So what that means is twist those thumbs out, really push towards the outside of the body. So you're going to do that as you reach to the back. And keep that external rotation going until you get to the top, and then internally rotate. So the thumb comes in and down. 2 more times. Externally rotate, open towards the back. Keep it there. Try to keep the back neutral. So don't let your back arch. Turn the hands and down. Push the shoulders down. Remember, we want to do that anti-stress position. See if you can go a little further back. And again, remember, we're externally rotating and then internally rotating. And just play with that. And that's this last time. Oh. And release. Just feel what a difference. Just stand tall, close your eyes, and just feel what a difference you feel in that shoulder, neck, chest area. All right, and now I want you to roll forward, only halfway though. Chin to the chest, shoulders come forward. And keep curving until you hit the hips, and the hips start to bend. And then you'll come back up. So really feeling the curve of the spine as you come forward. Chin, shoulders, upper back, middle back, lower back. And really stretch through. Try to resist those hips moving until you absolutely can't help it. And back up. Stand tall. Get back to that initial position, that starting position. And last time. Again, really resist in the hips until you're at that lower back and you can't help in order to go further down, but to move those hips and then come back up the other way. At one point, you should look like a candy cane. It should be nice and rounded at the top. And I hope you like that holiday reference. All right, now we're going to go all the way down. You're going to go past, just really aiming the top of the head, the crown of the head towards the floor. Go all the way down. Push as far as you can go, and then come up same way. So get those hips stacked on top of the knees and the ankles, and then whole body. Bring the head all the way up, chin lifts. And 2 more times. Strong in the legs. All the way up. And last time, breathe through it. Head first, shoulders next, back curves. Hips join when they have to. And up. Arms up as you come to standing. And this time, I want you to just hinge from the hips. So the back stays straight this time. And you come back to that same position. And up the way you came, flat back. So you want to try to keep that flat back as long as you can. If you can keep that back flat as you are doubled over, bent in half, even better. Up. Over last time. And I want you to stay here and just reach towards the floor. Breathe. Let the head be heavy, the top of the head facing the floor. Bend the knees and straighten them. Keep the head facing the floor, top of the head, crown of the head, connected to the floor. Bend the knees. Feel the stretch in the ankles. Bend as far as you can without lifting those heels. And then up 2 more times. Bend, keep the head down. Bend and straighten. And let's go ahead and slightly bend the knees and roll up. So I'm going to pull those hips under, keep the shoulders down until the vertebrae have stacked. And stand tall, straighten the legs as you come to standing. All right, now you should feel a little bit of that in the back of your leg, in the hips, and we're gonna kind of increase that. So let's I'm gonna turn to the side. You can do it however your mat is set up for you. And I want you to think about standing nice and tall, keeping that torso, that spine nice and long and lifted, and bring one leg back. Heel straight behind the toe, stretching in that hip. Go ahead and extend that stretch through the arms, again, pulling under so that the back does not arch. It's as neutral as possible. And then coming down and straightening that front leg. Bend the leg, arms up. Really finding that nice fluid movement. Down and straighten. We're going to do 2 more. Down. Find that straight leg in front. Push that hip. Really feel that hip open up. And straighten. And now I want you to take the back heel and bring it in. Rotate the leg out so that the toe is facing forward, heel is facing right behind it. So your feet are perpendicular. And now I want you to go ahead and open and twist the spine. Really trying to get the hands 180 degrees from each other and the shoulders as well. So not just, kind of putting that arm back there, but really trying to keep it in line with the torso, with the shoulder girdle, whole shoulder girdle moving as a unit. And let's do that a couple of times. 2, stretch that lower shoulder. Make sure you really push that forward to get that 180. And down. And up. And down. And this time we're going to take the other arm. Lift it up towards the back. So you're twisting towards the front leg. Again, keep that arm in front. Don't just let it fall to the back. And down. Nice twist to each side. Really extend through the spine long. That's 2. We're doing 2 more. Pull that lower shoulder forward. That's 3. That's 4. And go ahead and turn, pivot on that back foot. Bring it down. Bring both legs down onto your hands and knees and push back. Hips to the heels. Just not all the way down, but just kind of, if you're comfortable, moving the hips side to side. You can always come up, again, wherever you're comfortable. You can be here, you can be a little closer, you can be very close. And again, if you're comfortable, Come on up and just get a little stretch, and then we'll come back. And again, you can lift if you want. You're still going to get a nice kind of shake out in those hips. You want to be off of the knees as much as possible. So however far you can kind of take that. Do it. And center. And we're just really kind of giving that stretch a little time to open up, not staying there for long. Just kind of playing with it a little bit. Seeing how our body feels, testing things out. And center up. And all right, let's come on back, hands out. Come on up, tuck those toes under, stretch the ankles, stretch in the toes. So really kind of take a moment and push through the ball of the foot. Get those toes anchored, so spread them wide, push them into the floor, and then we're gonna lift. But you're gonna keep the knees bent, bring the belly, bring the torso back to the legs, and then straighten. Bend, come up onto the ball of the foot, push into the toes, and straighten. Push into the heels. Push into the hands, keep those arms straight without hyperextending. Bend, all the way up onto the toes, straighten, bend, straighten, and stay, and hold. Really push the belly down, chest through the arms, feel the stretch in the back of the legs. And if your legs are slightly bent, that's okay. Whatever your level of straightening those knees is, that's where you come to. All right, come on down, back to hands and knees. Put the tops of the feet on the floor, so the tops of the toes. Pull the belly in, let the head and the tail drop. Cat position. Move through center, cow. Through center, reversing, cat. Pushing all the way through that belly, contracting the abdominals. And releasing the abdominals, using those back extensors. Cow. Let's do one more, really maximizing. So pushing that back towards the ceiling as far as it can go, dropping the head, dropping the tail, even further, creating even more of a U shape. And then cow. Lift the chin, lift the tail. Tailbone up, relaxing in the abdominals. Okay, let's go ahead and bring the feet together, knees apart, and come all the way down. So walk the hands out. Release the elbows so that the arms relax down on the mat. Pull the tailbone under. See how far your hips can come towards your heels. Come on up. Bring the knees together and the feet together. And go ahead and stretch back. Let that back curve down as you release over the legs. In this position, it might feel nice to bring the hands, palms up beside the feet, and just relax. All right, bring the hands, palms down by the head and push up. And this time we're going to take a little different stance. We're just going to pull the feet out a little bit, keeping the knees together, and just see how that feels to sit back and forward, back, and forward, back, sitting between those heels, and forward, and back, and hold if you're comfortable. If not, you can come on out of it, but just want to get a slightly different stretch in the front. And anytime you're sitting here, make sure the sit bones are lining up with those shoulders, and you're really creating a nice straight line in L. All right, come on off, down, feet flat on the ground. Grab the back of your legs, support you as you come down. Feel how good that feels. Just to have the support of the ground, the relaxation of the body. Breathe in and out. Let yourself go. Let your face relax. Let your head relax. Feel the weight of the head falling into the floor. The neck relaxes. The eyes relax in their sockets. And go ahead and put the arms out to the side, palms up, straight out from the shoulders, so 180 degrees from each other. Bring the feet together, knees together, and then just let them fall off to the side. You can look away with the head and breathe. Let's lift. Go the other way. And let's do a little alternating side to side. Taking your time, rolling through center. So I'm not quite done yet. We've got to do the other leg. So I want you to turn over, come up, turn around, bring one leg up, come on up, and stand. We're just going to go through the other leg, really stretching out that hip. So let's bring the leg back. Again, pushing that heel towards the ground right behind it, right? Coming up and extending out of the hip. You should really feel it. Trying to keep those hips even, so not letting this back hip pull back, keeping and maintaining a nice level, and then coming forward. and down. Make sure you have your balance and that you can really just kind of relax into the stretch. Bend the knee. And down. We got one more after this. Bend the knee. Find your balance. Find that squaring of the hips. And over. Yeah, let's go ahead and pivot on that back foot. Down and up. Two. Focus on getting that bottom shoulder out, forward. Three. Four. And we're going to go to the other side. Twisting. One. Two. Lift through the spine to the top of the head. Twist a little further each time, even if it's just a millimeter. Three. Seemingly not noticeable, but you feel it. And four. Breathing. Come down. Turn the foot back. Bend. And come on down all the way. Knees and feet spaced just about hip width apart. Come back. Come down. All right. Let's just come to center. Sit cross-legged in whatever position is comfortable for you. Whatever position also allows you to sit tall. So whatever it happens, you don't want the pelvis to sort of pull you under because you're trying to either keep the legs too close in, so if you have to, push them out. You want to be able to sit up on those sit bones from wherever you are, and that's going to require some flexibility in the hips, depending on how close your legs are. So I'm just going to go back to our original ear to shoulder stretch. Relaxing in the arms. Front and back. Keeping the spine straight. And sitting tall. Just take a moment here. Sit. To breathe. To reflect. Just take this one moment to be present here, now, blocking out all past, future, really focusing on the present, what your body is doing right now, what your mind is doing. Make sure that it's focused on the present. It's really anchored in the body, anchored in the feeling of gratitude that you have for doing this, the warmth in your joints, stretching your muscles. Maybe even for me, my ankle My ankle bone is always a little challenged when I sit in this position. It sort of pushes down a little bit. I think it's just I have a very bony protrusion there. But I'm grateful for this time and space and for you, whoever is joining, whoever is sharing in this time and space right now with me. Bring your hands top of your knees in a receptive, open position, palms up. Release the shoulders and take 3 deep breaths. As much air in as you can manage, taking as long as you want, not focusing on time and where you have to go, what you have to do, but really considering this imperative, this breath, this nourishment. Taking your time on the exhale to let the air out slowly and gradually. And then go ahead and just breathe naturally and try to make it intentional and deep without being extreme, if that makes sense. So focusing on it, watching it, but not emphasizing in one phase. So with that, you can continue to breathe deeply sitting here in this space. Continue to meditate with your breathing. You have meditated. A lot of people are afraid of that word. Just know that you have done good for your mind and your body today. And that's what Sunday Stretch is all about. Sending you love and hoping that you have a great week.